I'm Zach, I'll be over here. No, I haven't changed my clothes. No. Why? 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 Where am I going? Nowhere. I'm staying right here. I'll be over here. That's why it's called I'll be over here, because I'm always over here. I'll never change my clothes. This is apparently my favorite shirt. I wear it gets through the rotation so quickly. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about my life choices and my terrible fashion sense. We're here to talk to Gilbert Perez, returning once again. Last time it was, it was a little awkward. I didn't know Gilbert. We've talked quite a bit since then. So let's see if me make talkie any better this time. Gilbert Perez, of course, amazing artist. This is some of his work on the screen. Always got cool holographic prints for sale. Oh, man. Instagram. I know how to get to him that way. At Gilbert Perez Art. Go pick some cool stuff up. Look at these turtles. Look at these turtles. Look at them. Especially this Michael. I love this Michelangelo. Look how much fun he's having. Look how much fun this guy's having. Let's get him. Let's get him on the phone. Let's see what's up. But first, we had someone chatting along on the last stream, and I had no idea. So I'll try to keep a better eye on that. Anyway, Gilbert Perez, everybody. Let's see. Can we get him on the first ring? Here we go. Let's find out. Moment of truth.
Hey, bro.
Hey, instant pickup. I like that.
You caught me on TikTok, man.
What's up?
You caught me on TikTok.
Oh, you're TikToking, huh?
Yeah, I get on there every once in a while to kind of.
Oh, so you're drawing right now?
No, I check out other people's stuff.
Oh, okay. Right on. Well, man, how you doing? First of all, let's pleasantry. Let us pleasantry.
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just kind of relaxing tonight.
Awesome, man. What'd you have for dinner?
They wanted to go get canes, but my girlfriend's mom got home kind of late, so we waited a little bit.
Canes. That is some good chicken right there.
Yeah.
That sauce, though, I could just about drink that sauce.
A while back, dude, I sent you pictures, but we tried Wiener Schnitzel, and I agree with you.
It's fallen off, hasn't it?
To a certain extent. I like the hot dogs. The hot dogs were pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the hot dogs, but I tried a burger there too, and that was hard to swallow.
Yeah, I think I got a chili burger or something there one time, and
I think it was the same thing.
Oh man,
it's really weird.
Yeah, but you don't even need to go out to get the hot dogs you make at home are 100 times better. Like there's almost no reason to patronize that poor little chain. How's your friend's hot dog cart coming along? He's still wanting to do that? The hot dog restaurant?
Yeah, actually, I didn't even tell you, but I finished designing kind of how it's supposed to look.
Oh, so we're pushing forward. We're pushing forward on the hot dog project.
Yeah, dude. If you look at what I forgot to send you the video. I'll send it to you after the phone, but yeah, dude, I did this whole video of how it would be if you walk in. I came with a small little logo on the side, and it's got tables, it's got lights, it's got everything the dude asked for. And I showed it to them, and they were they loved it. They were like, dude, this is exactly, you hit
That's
all
awesome,
the
man.
points they were asking for. And so they wanted to move forward. But I want to say that the lenders are putting a hold to lending any money for new restaurants at the moment.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Huh. Well, that's awesome, man. I thought you were going to throw a twist my way. You're going to be like, yeah, you walk in, and it's just how it's all set up. You got the logo, and they're just like, nah, no thanks. You know?
Well, like, there's things
didn't.
that he wanted, like, in there. For example, like, he wanted to have, like, old school concerts, like, playing on, like, a screen or something. But he wanted to make it seem like there's, like, a crowd. So what I did was I created this kind of, like, it was like I don't know, it's like a small wall, but it has, like, it's in the shape of a bunch of people, like, at a concert or something.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like a silhouette of people at a concert. And then behind it, I put this huge ass screen, and I put like a Slipknot video playing on the wall. So when you walk in, it looks pretty cool, dude.
That's awesome, man. I want to see that. If you've got
yeah,
because I do love hot dogs, so I would love to see. I would love to see this flourish. The world needs more hot dogs.
Yeah, it does.
I gotta tell you, I'm a bit hot dogged out though. I've been grilling more this year than I have in my entire life, and a lot of that has been hot dogs.
I mean, what else are you gonna do though? You know?
Yeah. That's probably why I've gained like 20 pounds since all this stuff started. Jeez.
It sucks because, like, I'm starting to notice it. You know, I come up the stairs and I'm like, man, I'm breathing a little heavier. That's not right.
Yeah. I think my body has finally really given up, because my whole life I've walked around with my abs, with my just entire torso tightened, you know, just all the time. Because I was like, you know, keep everything tucked in. Plus, it can't hurt for it to be, I'm building strength in my core, tucking it in all the time. And I've gotten to the point where my body's like, bro, I can't hold this stuff in. There's nowhere for me to put it, man.
Ugh. It's funny because when I was like in my early 20s, I remember telling myself, man, I'm never gonna get like those types of people where they just like let themselves go.
Yeah.
But dude, it's just so easy to fall into that.
It really is. And so maybe like 7 or 8 years ago, wherever I was working, we made a bet, and it was like, hey, all right, everybody puts $50 in the pot, and whoever loses more weight by the end of the year gets the whole pot. And I was like, I'm going to crush all of you. And I did. I lost 70 pounds over the course of like 6 or 7 months, and I looked so good. Oh man, I was wearing my skinny clothes again, and I was like, cool, awesome. I guess now I can eat like a dumbass again. Let me just get... And I went right back to it, and back where I started. I'm exactly the same weight.
All it takes is one bad trip to Wiener Schnitzel, man, and that'll do it.
One bad trip.
Dude.
Well,
it's that's how it is, man.
Let me tell you about this guy I just talked to. I was like all ready to talk about art styles and, what software he uses and all this kind of stuff. He's not the artist. He is the writer. And
oh, cool. That's even better though.
It's his creation, and he's got he says he's never met the artists that he's got working for him. One is from the Philippines and one's from India, but he's, I guess, contracted these people to put his comic book together or whatever.
What?
Right. So I was like, oh man, that sounds great, to just get people and be like, here's some stuff I wrote down, do the thing, and tell me when it's done.
Yeah.
But he is looking for more artists, so I thought I would put you in touch with him, and I might do a splash page or something for him too, because he's looking for both. He's looking for it's not, I guess it's not really a paying thing as of yet.
Yeah.
But he's got all the cogs spinning, like he's got, it's in motion, so. It might be cool to do some work for him, especially his Kickstarter's already been funded, so he's going to start putting out issues here before too long.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, I would say, to be honest with you, it's kind of a tough... I'm starting to see that it's a real tough business to kind of break into because they know that there's writers like him, people who create and publish books. They know that there are a lot of artists out there that would be willing to do the work for
Yeah.
free
Mm-hmm.
if they can become published and it gets out there.
Yeah.
Because all they need to see out there is that name on that book. If they can see who's illustrating that stuff, that's really all you need. And then you just need the right person to come across that.
Yeah. Yep.
The thing is for me, though, and maybe this is just my own mentality, but how often do you go to a comic book shop and you just pass all of them up? Like, I mean,
yeah. I mean, you go for the big
glancing at
names
them.
most of the time,
Yeah.
or maybe just something that you heard about online and are kind of digging deeper into, but most things are established, and even if a comic book or a series has been out for a really long time, it may never even cross your radar for a decade,
Yeah.
But it can. It can happen. You still just have to put it out there,
Yeah. You go, like, every time I go to the comic book store, I go directly straight to, and I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm not doing it to, exclude the other comic artists that are out there, but I go straight to, like, Batman, Spawn, Todd McFarlane.
Yeah,
Lee.
absolutely.
I go to the artists that I really know, Transformers, and man, dude, I've been wanting to draw Transformers for like months now.
Ooh.
And I just haven't been able to get to it.
Have you done? Well, I was supposed to. Are you familiar with drawing like squared objects and machine? You're a damn architect. Shut up, Zach.
Yeah.
Take your foot out of your mouth, you dummy.
You know what, though? That's still a valid question, though, because to be honest with you, I mean, if it weren't for the fact that you knew that I could already draw the way I do, I mean, it's easy to kind of just pass up the fact that art in architecture is slowly dying.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot of people out there that can go into the field of architecture and not really have to pick up a pencil. I mean, as long as you can get your thoughts done on the computer, you don't really have to be too artistic with your hands.
I see.
Back in the day, it was like the number one thing to be a draftsman, to be able to have like these parallel bars with, these clear triangles that you can just trace against. But they don't do that anymore because it's totally unnecessary. Everything's done on the computers.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of, it's funny that you bring that up because I have been thinking a lot about, me and Joey earlier were talking about computer animation or 3D modeling.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying, oh well, there's programs that kind of take the math out of it for you, but there's things like that for games too. Like there's all kinds of software that just kind of softens the edges so anybody can approach it. I mean, you still gotta really dig deep to figure out the true potential of it, but
yeah,
everything's kind of like there's software that you just tell it a mood and you give it some pictures and you tell it a speed and it creates like a video. Well, I mean, Facebook has that for your year thing that they do or whatever, where it's like, this was your year last year. That's all just some algorithm. Like,
see, and that's the thing, is that, like, I'm not trying to take away from the validity of anybody using any type of digital software.
I use that kind of stuff all the time, but
no,
I think there's something to be said about it. I mean, like if we all went back to the Stone Age, a lot of us, well, you know what I mean. Not exactly that, but if the clock got dialed back because of some catastrophe or something, and we had to go back to before we had all this, a lot of us would be learning things all over again.
Of course. I mean, there are a lot of digital artists out there. You put a piece of paper and a pencil in front of them, they're screwed.
Ooh, I tried to do some pencil drawing the other day, and I wasn't too happy.
See, and that's the thing, is that, like, you have to be able to find a balance in between. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I feel like I'm better at drawing with a pencil and a pen versus drawing on the computer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so but I can kind of do both. Not the computer as good as I would hope, but you know, the pencil thing, I'm starting to get it down to a T.
Is this this I pulled a Ninja Turtles picture from I guess it was, I can't remember if it was your Instagram or your Facebook, but I haven't seen it before and I love it. It's with Shredder side profile and then, or you know, profile, and then all the turtles behind him, and Mikey's got his tongue out, and
yeah.
Is that newer or is that old?
That's one of my older ones.
It looks so good. I love the Michelangelo. He's my favorite.
Yeah. I think so like I started doing the drawing stuff seriously like in November of last year. And I did the 4 turtles. This is how long it would take me to do those drawings. I did the 4 separate individual turtles where their bandanas are just colored. It took me from November to like maybe the beginning of February of this year to finish those 4 turtles.
Okay. That makes me feel happy because I'm so slow. So anybody, like, the level of detail that you're putting in and knowing that it does require time makes me very happy.
Yeah.
So when I sit down and just want to poop something out, I'm not like, oh God, it's terrible. Why can't I be super fast like Gilbert?
Well, that's Did you see the Batman that I did?
Is it recent?
Yeah, I did it maybe a couple days ago actually.
Is it up on Facebook?
No, I don't think so. I haven't posted. Actually, you know, that's the funny thing is I haven't really been keeping up with my Facebook.
Well, that's the worst part of all of it. That's the worst part of the entire thing is throwing it out. I hate hashtagging
the only reason why I'm having so much trouble with it is because I'm doing everything through TikTok, and dude, over the last 4 days, it's starting to pick up. Like I've got maybe I picked up maybe 40 new followers in the last 4 days.
Oh God, nice,
man.
What's
going on?
Cool. Dude, do you get the thoughts on Facebook? It's like they always have elegant 3-part names and their boobies are all out and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And it's just,
yeah.
Oh my God. There needs to be a way for me to just keep those from coming up, because I hate there's so much time to just go through and delete. It's like 70 stupid bots. Big boob bots.
Oh. I don't get that many. Maybe in the beginning I did.
Why me?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I've totally derailed what you
No, dude,
about.
that's yeah, dude, I'm just saying that when it comes to posting stuff on Facebook, I don't know, it's just there's a long process to I have to edit the videos together, and then I have to upload, and then I have to download, and then I have to post it through my phone, because posting it through my computer is kind of stupid, and I don't know, man. It takes too long.
It does.
And I'm like, I don't want to put that much effort into just posting my drawing, and at the same time, I don't want to just post my drawing, because there's a lot to it. There's a lot behind how it came out the way that it did.
Yeah. The process is important.
Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, you can shit these out. It's like, no, dude, you need to take a look at how long this takes.
Yeah.
But
Joey says hi, by the way. He's chatting with us right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. He loves your Ninja Turtle art.
I haven't drawn a Ninja Turtle in forever though, man. I want to do it. I want to do it again, but there's my girlfriend said your portfolio right now seems really random.
Okay.
I said, well, that's because I tried to take everything on.
Yeah.
But
what was she proposing instead? What does a not random portfolio look like?
Well, like she said, for example, she's like, you got a lot of Ninja Turtle stuff. Like, you can make a section for Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She
Fair
goes,
enough.
Mortal Kombat. You've got a lot of Mortal Kombat. You can make a section of Mortal
Oh,
Kombat.
okay.
But you also have like this random anime character, Rurouni Kenshin. I was like, well, I don't really like that, dude. I only did it because somebody asked me to, as like a little shout out on TikTok or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I get caught doing those little ones, and before you know it, I have a bunch of random ass little drawings like that. And it's like, well, they don't really fit with anything. Like recently, I just got asked to do a Frozen drawing. It's like,
Oh,
dude,
really?
I don't do Frozen, but if that's what
Disney
you want,
style, huh?
yeah.
Interesting. Have you ever attempted a Disney style like that before?
I have never really attempted to draw women.
Oh, dude, you know I'm the same way, and you know why? Because
No.
if you ever got caught drawing boobies when you were a kid, you know,
Yeah,
clothed
yeah.
or not, your parents would just, oh, what is this? It makes such a big fucking deal out of it, and then you're just like, oh man, I'm so embarrassed. I'm never drawing boobies ever again.
Yeah, they catch you. They're like, hey, what are you doing, pervert? It's like,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
hold on.
No, I have to be able to do this. This is just drawing. This is a necessity. God, I hate that. So that's the reason you are not used to drawing them as well?
Yeah, and it's funny because my girlfriend, she tries to test me. You know, sometimes she'll just shout out a random character. She'll be like, Poison Ivy. And I'm like, ah, dude, you
Trap.
suck.
It's a trap!
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But I draw
get
it,
that.
and you can tell that the proportions are all off. And
Well, I mean,
I'm
you're
trying to
just
be conservative with their boobs.
you're
and
just
she's like, "Why are
following
you
the
drawing weird?"
tropes. You're following the tropes that have been set forth by every comic book artist ever before you. It's what you saw growing up was, you know, like, I mean, you don't have to snap their spines in half like Rob Liefeld likes to do, but, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, I've always gotten that kind of like, I even told my girlfriend a while back, I was like, I don't want to like draw them because I feel like people are going to think I'm a pervert.
Like Joe, okay, so Joey is saying that this is a creepy reason. I disagree. I don't have a problem with it. You don't have a problem with it. It's your perception. It's your perception of how other people see it.
Yes.
That's the problem.
Yes. It's not me because I don't give a damn. I'll draw whatever I want to draw.
Whatever.
But it's when other people see it, they make comments. It's like, dude, no, I'm not trying to be a pervert or anything. I'm just drawing the anatomy of a woman. What do you want me to do?
This is your hang up, not mine, guys. Like, I had an art book. It was, I think his name is Gordon Brom. Have you heard of this guy? Gerald. It's Gerald. I always want to say Gordon, but it's Gerald Brom. He is the guy, you know, that iconic Doom painting where the soldier's kind of falling back and shooting the demon, and you can see the wires inside his guts and stuff.
Yeah.
He did that, and he does a lot of I guess like Magic the Gathering cards and stuff like that. But I had one of his books.
Cool.
It's high fantasy art. There's lots of boobs in it, and I just left it out because I was like, it's an art book, it's fine. And this, I was a teenager living at home, of course, and my mom found it and was flipping through it. She's like, oh, I see why you're into this, sort of thing. And I was like, fuck you, Mom. Like can I be weird? Can I not be weird? Can I have a normal ass sexual, or you know what I mean? Like, why does everything have to be shameful?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That really, I that vibes with me because when I was in college, I had no idea what it was, but they said that in order for me to, I don't remember exactly what the reason was, but I had to have some type of elective. And they were like, well, you can take an art class. And I was like, well, I don't want to be in like beginner art.
Yeah.
Because I have some experience drawing. And so they were like, well, you can go with this professor. He does life drawing. And I was like, well, I don't know what the hell that is, but sure, I'll go talk to him. So I went to his classroom and I met up with him. And he was like, well, show me your work. So I showed him how I draw. He's like, yeah, you can join my class. And I was like, all right, cool. So then I joined his class. And the first day I walked in, there was a woman and she just took everything off. And I was like, whoa, I think I signed up for the wrong. Is everybody else seeing this?
Yeah, you see that scene in movies so many times, but like I've never been in that situation. That's so
it's exactly like the movies. You just get uncomfortable because it's what you're taught, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, a shame. Like that's a conversation that we had on one of the episodes that we never aired. It was just like a practice episode, and we talked about that at great length about how that's just kind of what being a parent is all about. You just take your shame and you inflict it on your children, and you just pass the shame down from generation to generation. Oh man,
you have to be able to normalize things, though. You know.
Yeah. I mean, the world is not going to stop changing. It's just not going to. That's essentially how everything works, is just continued expansion or decay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you're just going to have to get on board. Or you can fight it all the way to the grave and lay on your deathbed wondering what the hell, if you did it all right, you know? Like, I don't know, man. Getting deep on this episode. Oh man. Well, what else has been going on? There's a segue for you. What else is going on? Oh,
well,
boy.
just like here's a good thing. I got a phone call from Heroes and Fantasies, which is like they claim to be the #1, like the biggest comic book shop for collectors and action figures and stuff like that in Texas. So I don't know if it's in Texas or it's in San Antonio, but I'm pretty sure it's in Texas. Anyway, I got a phone call from them, and they want to go ahead and do a consignment deal with me and my artwork in their store.
Ooh, that's a big shot move right there.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it.
That's very cool.
He told me, he said, everything's going to be like, the way that it works is he picked like 15 of my drawings. And he said, it's going to be all on your dime, though. He said, so you print out 10 to 20 copies of each drawing. Bring them in. We'll give you like your own barcode, and then we'll sell it in the store. And whatever we make, we'll give you your portion of the royalties or whatever.
Super cool.
Yeah. And so it's really just that simple, you know. I just haven't sent in the order yet. I'll send it in because I don't know how much it's going to cost.
Yeah. Oh man, that is really neat, and I feel like that's one of the harder things, especially you being well. I mean, you have prints, so I mean it's not really a big deal. But there's also all kinds of art fairs and stuff like that you can go to, and I've seen some where people have their comics and stuff, but that's not particularly what people are looking for when they go to those. They're looking for more crafty types, pottery and shit like that, jewelry and whatever. But I mean, so the comic book store thing is fucking excellent because that cuts that shit out right away.
Yeah.
But man, I mean, like that's almost your only other alternative except for online, and everything online is so shady, you know?
Yeah, it is. I'm not really sure how, there's a lot of people who have like their own websites, and people will, set it up to where people can buy stuff off their website. But I'm like, how do you get away with that? I don't know. I'm not really sure how people can get away with selling their artwork, especially if it's like copyright stuff.
Oh
which is
yeah,
kind of like
I always thought that was weird too. Yeah, yeah. How are you having like a Bart Simpson painting that you're selling? You know, like I don't get how you're able to do that. But yeah, people do that kind of stuff all the time. Even if it's their own take, well, maybe that's where it's okay. If it's your own twist on it, then technically it's like parody. Maybe.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
maybe
say
it's fair use.
if it's parody art, you can do it no problem. It's like fair use and stuff. But if you're like drawing the characters almost in an exact style or manner that the original artist did it, and that's considered total copyright / trademark, issues. And my understanding is,
Joey says congratulations.
oh, thanks. Thanks a lot, Joey. My understanding is that, if especially like you go to like a Comic-Con or something, you have tons of artists, and they're all selling their. Some of them are doing their original work, and a lot of them are selling, fan art. And you're wondering, like, well, if it's illegal, then why the hell are they getting away with it?
Yeah.
My understanding is that a lot of these companies, they actually enjoy the fan art. Like, they like it, And the reason why they like it is because it gets their name out. Now, if you start making thousands and thousands of dollars off of what you're selling, that's when it becomes an issue.
I see. You start dragging in a chunk of their money.
Yes.
Yeah.
But for the most part, a couple $100 here, a couple $100 there. I mean, most companies won't even notice that.
Well, that's uplifting, because I've always just kind of strayed away from doing stuff like that because of that. But
yeah.
Okay. Neat. Game on, bitches.
The very worst that you can get, I mean, yeah, you can get sued if you're, like I said, if you're selling thousands and thousands of dollars worth of work. But if you're just selling a little bit here, a little bit there, the most you'll get is like a cease and desist.
Sure, yeah. All right, okay, fair enough. Well, first I got to get good enough for people to actually want anything from me.
Hey, man, that Battletoad you did was phenomenal.
Thank you, man. I still want to do that collaboration, by the way. We can start whenever you want. I was doing that Hellboy, but I was looking at it the other day, and I just got so depressed. I was like, I just don't want to keep doing this.
I don't understand why. To me, it's like I see your artwork, and I would think that would be like the drive, because it's badass stuff, dude. I mean,
thank you, man.
You have a very unique style, and I saw you drawing this character the other day. It was like out of circles. I don't know. You were just like drawing dots. And
the pus back thing.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by that. When I saw a guy do that online, where he just blocks in with his different grays, and then kind of carves the drawing out from the grays and stuff like that. And I was just like, I want to try that. I want to try like a carve, because that's kind of how I draw digitally. When I draw by hand, it's just lines, and there's no such thing as shading. It's mostly just lines. But
the weird thing
on digital,
about what
it's carving, kind of.
That's the thing, is that the weird thing that you did was that you drew it inverted.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know, like, when I saw you doing it, I was like, man, this dude's on a different level. I don't even know.
Oh, shucks. No, it was weird. It was just kind of an experiment, and that's so much of how my stuff works. Is it's just, here we go. Let's just slap some stuff on paper, and if it goes good, it goes good, and if it doesn't, it's just it's just a Hail Mary every damn time.
Yeah. Well, I think that's part of the fun, though.
I crave consistency. I wish I could be consistent, and I'm the only thing I can assume is maybe with more practice and maybe a little more discipline, maybe it'll come. I don't know.
You can't burn yourself out. That's all I gotta say.
No, yeah, I've been feeling that the last week or so, just because, not that I'm doing any one thing really well or a lot, but I've been juggling a lot of, trying to juggle a lot of, wear a lot of different hats lately, and I can't do that. I can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Got to dig in. Got to dig into one thing or the other.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing is, find the one thing that you're really, really good at and just go all the way with it.
I'm really hankering to take a swing at animation again. Now, granted, it's not going to be like good animation. It's gonna be real rough at the beginning, but doing anything. I mean, I always say that's what I always wanted to do. Maybe I should actually try to do it. Because there's nothing stopping me other than having no faith in myself. That's the only thing holding me back.
The things that hold me back is just fear of not knowing how to do something or how to get started with it, or that messes with me big time.
So just diving into a complete, like, give me a for example.
Well, for example, animation is definitely one of them. I never took that dive. I always think about it.
Let's learn together. I mean, like,
if you want to, I'm down.
I have a basic foundation. I have as much a foundation as anybody else who draws. Like, I have studied it for a time, but I mean, it would be how dope would that be if we just went, all right, we're gonna get together. We get on Discord and we're doing our animation shit together, and then by the end of a year we've got like a series, like 3-minute episode, 10 episode series done. Wouldn't that be neat?
Great.
I shoot for the moon, and then when I fall back to Earth, I'm like, what the fuck were you doing? Thinking you could get to the moon, you stupid son of a bitch.
Oh, man. See, and you know what? I think I kind of blame my parents on that. Only because
they told you were so good all the time?
No. I think that, my mom, for sure, she thinks, just because I can do certain things, she's like, oh, well, you can figure it out, right? Like, you'll do this.
But it's the sun goggles too, though, right?
Yeah, not too long ago, she was like, Mijo, can you come over and do my floor? I was like, your floor? She goes, yeah, I want you to do the epoxy floor in my room. And I was like, what? I don't know how to do that. I have no idea. She goes, just look it up on YouTube. I know you're good at that stuff.
Oh, dang.
And I'm like, no, that's not how it works, Mom.
Yeah. I can look something up on YouTube and figure out how to do it. That is no guarantee that it is going to turn out good.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, man, if you're going to throw down, so much money on this, do it yourself packet, just hire somebody to do it right.
Yeah, knows how to do it. That's where I'm at. If I need something done, I'm just going to hire somebody who knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Ugh. I want to... Oh, you go ahead.
You want to what? Go ahead.
All I was gonna say was, my deck is rotting in my backyard, and I could take a stab at doing something to it, building a new one or whatever, but it's gonna be just as garbage as the one that I have now. There's no point. I don't know what I'm doing.
Dude, I can't wait to have projects like that when I have a house.
It's not so great.
Oh, come on, man.
It was cool for the first year, and then it was like, I don't want to do anything to this anymore.
Every time my mom asks me to do something for her at the house or whatever, I'm like, man, it would be so cool if you could do this, if you could do that. And I have all these ideas.
Yeah.
But she has a hard time listening to my ideas sometimes. And so it always comes back at her, and she's like, oh, I should have done what you said. I'm like, oh, you don't listen to me. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe you let me do some of this stuff, maybe. Yeah, I saw somebody, I think it might have been a TikTok. I'm not sure. I don't have the app itself, but that TikTok, it gets posted everywhere,
Yeah, it makes its way.
And some people are like,
We just decided to paint our bedroom wall tonight.
and they laid all these stripes in tape, and then rolled it and pulled the paint away, and it looked really cool. Had a nice little geometric pattern kind of thing going on, and that stuff is so easy to do, but
I saw one of those recently,
I'll mess it up.
But they did the hyperdrive from Star Wars.
Oh, what?
Yeah, they put tape all over the wall, just like straight lines, towards the center of the wall, and it looked like Star Wars. I was like, holy shit.
That's pretty neat. Ooh, I might have to try that. That would be really great,
Creative,
like
man.
right behind your TV.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Oh, what's this? New wood is new wood, bro. New wood is new wood, bro. Anything left over will become a diddly bow. That was Joey. Yeah, he's not wrong. That's what the first thing I'm gonna do with the pieces when I tear it apart. I'm gonna make more diddly bows. Oh boy, how's the band going?
The band isn't going at all.
Oh, because of the stuff happening. Yeah. Y'all don't even
dude.
record stuff and send it back and forth to each other?
I think they wanted to do that in the beginning, but then everybody was kind of like, well, mostly me. I think I was the only one.
Nah.
I was the only one that was like, I don't think I want to do this, guys, because that COVID crap is everywhere, and I don't want to take a chance. And then I go hang out with my parents, and then not only that, but I'm living at my girlfriend's house. So if they get sick because of me, it's on me. It's like it's just too many things.
I got you. You're a good man. You're a good man.
Yeah. Well, I was. And then 1 week, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna stop by their house and see if I can jam out with them. And my girlfriend told me I don't think you should. I really don't think you should, because I don't know. I don't know if they're really being careful or what. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. At first I was getting mad. I was like, you know what? Whatever, fine. But then the very next 3 days or the next week after that, he found out he had COVID, and I was like, oh man, I'm so glad it didn't go over.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I mean, every time I talk to my dad, I'll be, he's from a different generation. So he's, every time I go over there, he complains about masks, and I don't know nobody who's got COVID yet. And I keep telling him, I know more and more people who know people who have gotten it. Sure, it hasn't entered the first ring of friends yet, but it's just a matter of time. I mean, it's creeping in on me. Who knows? I might fucking get it. You never know.
Yeah. Well, we just found out recently. Okay, so my girlfriend's dad, her dad's brother had COVID and he got over it. And then we just recently found out that her mom's sister has COVID right now, and she's trying to get over it.
Mm-hmm. How bad is it? Was it for each of them? Do you know?
I think that they're doing pretty good. The brother got over it fine. He's all right now. But
what was the recovery time like?
I wasn't too involved on it, so I don't want to give any false information.
No, I was just wondering if you'd heard, if somebody's like, it wasn't even that bad, or whatever, because I've heard both.
I think that it can be pretty severe. It just depends on the person, I think. But for these people that we know, I mean, they were able to get over it. I don't know how long it took them. I think it took them a couple weeks.
That's not nothing. That's not nothing. Even if you want to say, oh well, it's just a couple weeks. The regular flu is a week. And so I can't imagine multiples. Ugh. No thanks.
I want to say that the first week is kind of an intense version of the flu. It's just really, really bad.
I don't want that.
Shit. Can't taste, can't smell. It's like you lose all that kind of sensibility.
All the things that make life good. The second week is what? I'm sorry, I kind of talked over you.
The second week is just kind of like a regular flu.
Just kind of just beefing back up again.
Yeah.
I don't get sick very often, but it seems like every time I say that, that's when I get sick. But I don't. It may be once a year, if that. I can't remember the last time I was sick. Well, I mean, I do, but I don't remember how long ago it was. Do you feel this? The stand-up comedy style bit where it's like, women, when they get sick, they clean the house. When men get sick, they just lay down and like, yeah.
Well, they say that men become useless when they get sick.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, yeah, I'm sick. This is me taking advantage of the fact that I do not feel good. I'm gonna do it. I don't feel well. I don't need anything from you. Just leave me alone. I
get sick. Maybe I have a really shitty immune system, man. So I'm surprised I haven't gotten it.
Oh man, well I'm glad you haven't.
Yeah, I think the only reason why I haven't is because I'm just
following the rules.
Yeah, I just stay home all the time, man.
Being a responsible citizen, man. Yeah, we were the guy that I was talking to on the last episode was saying the same. He's like, I'm not gonna say I've been a saint, but like I'm at least respecting other people's boundaries and stuff.
Man, dude, the other day I had to go into the gas station for. I think I wanted to get an energy drink or something, and this dude was standing right behind me, and he didn't have a mask on. He was like reaching over me to try and talk to the guy behind the register, and that guy like stopped him. He stopped him in mid-sentence. He's like, "You need to stop talking." And he's like, well, "Why?" And he says, "You don't have a mask on, so you need to get out of my store."
Jeez, yeah, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
I don't understand the hang up. Because it's just it's like sneezing on a bus, like if you even before all this happened, if you sneezed on a bus and you didn't cover your face, you were an asshole. Yep. Now you could be carrying something that can murder people.
Yep.
And so just cover your damn mouth. It's just common courtesy. If you believe in courtesy,
that's what it's
just
become.
do it. I don't.
People are they're dickheaded. They don't want to be told what to do from anybody.
I don't understand why they think they're being so rebellious. Like why this makes them so cool and so edgy. Because that's what it's about. It's about their ego and them feeling like, look at me, I break rules all the time. I don't give a damn about what nobody says. You're not a cool person. You're not neat. Yeah. You are not a neat guy. Get fuck off. Ugh. Hey, let's talk PS5. Are you gonna get a PS5?
Hell yes.
You gonna try to get one day one?
No, I'm not that much of a gamer.
Yeah, me neither. I can wait for PS4 to die. Well, what I'm really waiting on is for whatever the next iteration of PlayStation VR is, and they do a bundle with the system and everything, I'm gonna jump on that. Because I love me some VR. That stuff's real good.
What's funny is that they have all these new systems, right? PS4s, I like it. It's a good system.
Yeah.
Xbox One is okay, and, it's like all these brand new games are coming out. They're all badass, and just give me Super Mario Bros. I want to play the old school games.
No, I feel you, and that's all anybody who has grown up with games. All that they are really doing when they buy a new system is hoping that new game that's gonna make them feel like they're 13 again, playing Ocarina of Time. That's all anybody is looking for out of video games.
Yes. That's
chasing
100% correct.
The damn dragon.
Yep. Oh man.
Every generation, I'm like, this is the last one. This is the last
You know
one.
how
I
long
can't
I've been waiting
invest.
for Metroid?
Oh, there's a new one coming, man.
Yeah, they mentioned it. They brought it up, and then they had like a new I don't know if it was like a story designer or they had some type of programmer or I don't know what company was doing it this time. But the people who own Metroid, they were like, nope, we don't like it. We're gonna start all over. Yep.
That's grisly. That sucks, man.
So they released
Why
that
don't they
trailer
just
for
get
nothing.
Retro Studios to do it for them again?
That's the whole thing. That's what they're trying. That's what they did. They didn't like this new studio to do it.
Yeah.
So they're going back to Retro.
Good.
They had to restart.
That first Metroid for the GameCube was just fucking skull melting, man.
Yep.
I didn't care. I didn't play the second one. I played a little bit of the third one, and I felt like the motion controls kind of mucked it up a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. But I was so hooked on the story.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That I was one of those dudes that like I read everything. So you know how like you have to scan everything in the video game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I tried to scan everything as much as I could, dude.
I was mad at myself because I bought the strategy guide when it came out, but I didn't use it at all until I got to the end and realized I hadn't collected anything. And then I had to figure out which things I had and hadn't gone to, and I was like, I can't. I would have to go to every location all over.
It's so hard.
I can't do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Even if you went back and played it again, it's so incredibly hard to scan everything.
You're 100%er then. Whenever you play a game like that, you got to get 100%.
I get as close as I can. I was never able to get 100% on any Metroid game.
Oh yeah, me neither.
I've gotten close. I've gotten like in the 90s.
So the Super Nintendo one, I beat it for the first time very recently in the last 5 years, and that laser that you get at the end, I was so upset. Like, oh, there's no Game Plus where I get to have this super laser that just destroys everything.
Nope. They give it to you right at the end.
I'm spoiled. We're spoiled now with DLC and Game Pluses and all this extra newfangled stuff.
You also got to think about it this way, though. If they give you a laser cannon that can, shoot and kill the final boss with like a couple blows, what good is any other enemy gonna do?
I just want to run around and destroy and feel like a badass and destroy everything in my sight.
That would be cool.
Well, man, I gotta go take a tango. So, but man, it's been really good talking to you.
Yeah, dude. It
Very
was
fun. Thank you for making time for me after dinner.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Well,
a good one.
I'll send you. Send me that Batman. Send me an email to that Batman, and I will. Give you that Impound Dude's information, and we'll see if maybe we can't get ourselves published. Although you again got your comic book deal at the store. That's very cool.
Hey man, anything to get my name out there.
Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm just so excited for all of us. We're all having such a good time.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, man. Take it easy. Have a good night.
You too.
Later.
Bye.
Awesome. I like that dude. He reminds me of my best friend in high school. Is that weird or creepy? Oh, no. Oh, well. I guess I'm just a weird, creepy dude who doesn't like drawing the female anatomy, but at least I got my buddy Gilbert over here feeling the same way, for the same reasons. Joey, thank you for joining us. I'll see you in episode 20. Bye!